Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch the Movie. Mike here, and we're reviewing Gone Girl. Gone Girl was based on a book, a novel by Gilliam Flynn. Sounds like a baseball pitcher, but it's a lady who wrote an amazing book, probably my favorite book I've ever read, and I don't read that much, so if you're like, that's your favorite fucking book, you know what? Sue me. My favorite director of all time, and David Fincher. Maybe the best book, my favorite book I've ever read, and one of my favorite actors. So I was pretty psyched about Gone Girl. Did something that I will never ever do again, and I learned a very, very good experience in this. First off, if you're a moviegoer like me, and it's way more movies than books for you, do not read a book before you go see the movie. It is a little bit fun to look at the movie and be like, hey, oh, that's cool, that's different, you know, this is different, that's different. But at the end of the day, you know everything that's going to happen. It kind of shits on everything for you. And for me, it's a David Fincher film, so I thought it was going to be kind of like the first time I watched Seven. I fucking loved Seven. The ending of that movie just like, it fucking floored me. And David Fincher's films usually do that for me. So when I went and watched this and I knew everything that was going to happen and the audience is in shock and I see them walking out like, holy shit, that was amazing, I kind of hated myself. A little piece of me died. Just a little piece though. Nick is Ben Affleck's character, and he's this guy who, by all accounts, isn't a bad guy or anything, doesn't seem like a bad guy, but he just has that face, that Ben Affleck face, that everybody just assumes he's an asshole for whatever reason. He's already kind of questionable, and his wife goes missing one day. Everybody kind of suspects him, you don't know who did it, and you hear both their sides of the story. The interesting thing about it is, you're looking at one of Amy's diaries. So when she's telling her side of the story about what happened, it's before she goes missing. It's before she disappeared. So you get their love story, you get all this stuff about them, and you learn about their characters through her side of the story. And then when we go back to Nick, his story is being told in present day from the day that Amy disappeared. And everyone's questioning whether or not he did it, who did it. You don't know if he did it, you don't know what the fuck happened until later on in the movie. So it's a whodunit mystery suspense type movie. The score's amazing. That he doesn't use Reznor as much, it seemed, as in his other movies. It's in these little tiny things that he does here and there. Like a little, I don't know, a piano stroke or something that Reznor will hit at the right time. Just this creepy, just like mechanical overlay that fits so well into David Fincher's dull world. And the Fincher cinematography is there too. It looks just like his other movies with that perfect, just like, it tells its own kind of story. It's like these dull, grayed out blues, and just the way that it's also like so slick and shiny looking, but also so gloomy. It's just perfect. It's perfectly David Fincher. If you like The Social Network, if you like the pacing, if you like how that felt, it felt like that. So you get the David Fincher you want to get out of it. And he extracts the perfect points out of the book like you should. Yeah, when you read a book, you get so invested in it, it takes more time, that when a movie has to skip through certain stuff and get to it quickly, it kind of hurts you inside a little bit. Like her parents, or a suspicious person, or something like that. That'll just be a look that they give. But in the book, you hear the thoughts about it, so it goes into great detail. And Fincher has to paint this picture and show you what the look of this person's face means, like what they're thinking, and he does a great job of it. The acting, Rosamund Pike's great because she never gives away anything that's going on. Her face is just stone. I mean, it's like at all times anything could be going on behind there, and it's crazy, crazy, scary good acting. Ben Affleck does an amazing job in this movie. He doesn't give anything away either with his character. You're sympathetic, yet you hate him, yet it's just he gives you all the shit that he needed to do with this. Ben Affleck knocks it out of the park as Nick. Just like, to me, Tony Stark is Iron Man, Nick is Ben Affleck. I mean, he really is the perfect guy to play that role. So he does a great job, kills it, knocks it out of the park. Neil Patrick Harris was good. I didn't picture him in my head when I read the book for that part. But he does a great, like, gloomy, sullen, like, fucked up guy, surprisingly, because he's always so damn happy. Tyler Perry was great even, as Tanner. He's like the Johnny Cochran type guy, you know? But in the book, he's just this overly tanned, super douche guy, and you just don't picture Tyler Perry for that. But he actually made the role better than it was in the book. I thought he brought, like, a sense of humor in the way he was in the movie. I liked his character as Tanner better than the Tanner in the book, and that's a rare thing. Only casting I was disappointed with was Go. I did not, from the second you saw her, I was like, that is not Go to me. The girl did a good job acting. There's nothing wrong with the way she acted, but it just didn't feel like Go. Nothing she did felt like Go. She didn't look like Go to me. In my head, the way I saw it, the way she was explained in the book, that whole thing, that character was just really off to me. That's the only thing I can really knock on it. Other than that, Gone Girl is a great movie. It's a great book adaptation. Whether you like the book, you didn't read the book, you don't give a shit. The story is enough to go see the movie for alone, and you're going to get a whole bunch of other shit in there too. You're going to walk out of there fucking floored by this movie. You'll be shocked, you'll be surprised. There's a lot of good twists, a lot of good turns. So I give this a 9.5. It just barely missed the 10 for me. A fucking fantastic movie. So that's my score, guys. What is your favorite David Fincher film, and who's your favorite director? I just told you Fincher was mine. Who's your favorite director of all time? And what is your favorite David Fincher film? For me, it'd be probably 7. Till next time, guys, I'm Mike. We Watch Movie. Please click subscribe, like us on Facebook, all that good shit down below, and we'll see you guys next time.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.